Hi there. We are excited to have this opportunity to share some of what was presented during the administrative session of the Parent Partner Days. We are very excited to be launching the 23-24 school year at Valor. As always, we like to pause and remind everyone that at the center of our community are our core values, where we aim to be relational, respectful, and responsible. We'd love for you to mark your calendars for September 27th, where we have our planned mission night. That is a chance for us to share what is happening on a day-to-day basis at Valor. Over the summer, we welcome 3 new members to our board of directors. We're thankful for Joshua Greer, Austin Lineberry, and Andres Favaro for joining the team. And then this is an org chart that we presented just to give everyone an idea of who is sitting in each role and who you can contact if you have a specific question. This year, our spiritual theme is Rooted, and I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all the Lord's holy people, to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. Our entire staff and community of students will be working to memorize this verse, and we invite you to join us in that process. We do have a new system for carpool this year, so we made a video to show carpool in action. All right, we are demonstrating carpool today for you. So we just want to remind everyone that they will still enter from Kimball Bridge, and then they are going to have to take an immediate right. And then you will see that because we can't back up into the road, we are actually going to have, as part of the system, cars will go all the way down into the gravel lot. So even though it might be tempting to skip this part, it will help us to queue up and unload more students without impacting the traffic. So the queue will go all the way down in the gravel lot, and then queue around the tree, and then head back this way. Coming back around as the queue. Okay, so when they come back around, you're actually going to go around the parking lot this way. Perfect. Recognizing that because Valor has gotten a lot larger, which is wonderful, we will have some students that will be jumping into their parking spaces. They queue around here, and this is the point where they then go down the hill. And then cars are going to proceed down the very first driveway entrance and around the front of the building. And we are going to demonstrate as far down. Of course, we'll be outside waving to people, but this is the queue right in front of the building. So then cars will pause here, and then I'm going to show you that it is going to back into this first line, and at any point that leads to a sidewalk, all the way down this first row, all the way to the point where you can see that the lead car is stopped, a student can hop out of the car. We will have staff members in the area, but they can go directly to the sidewalk, and then they are going to walk into the stairwell entrance where a staff member will be waiting to let them hop right in there and go to their homeroom area. As soon as the students are unloaded, you will make that turn, not the last one, but into the second to last one, and proceed towards Kimball Bridge to the exit where the traffic officers will help you get into the flow on Kimball. So you can see that they will loop around and then out onto Kimball. So cars come down the hill, they come down the first lane, they will queue up all the way down this side, and then our staff, as always, will be here to greet everyone. So good morning!
Good morning!
So good to see you. All right. And then our friends are actually going to come in this doorway, be greeted by a staff member, and head either to homeroom or the cafeteria while they wait for school to start. Here is a graphic to show the morning carpool, and as you can see, you will enter from Kimball Bridge, and we will ask that you take an immediate right and go all the way down into the gravel lot around the tree, and then come back towards the upper parking lot, then go down the hill and take the first right into the driveway towards the front entrance of the school. And the unloading zone is in that L. Anywhere where there is sidewalk right there, students can hop out and they will go right into the entrance that is next to our front entrance. And then you will proceed around the corner and then out to Kimball Bridge. You will follow that same path in the afternoon where you will go over to the gravel lot around the tree, come back to the upper lot, down the hill, and then you can see that we will have two loading areas, one in the front of the school where we will load 6 students and 6 students on the side near the last year's carpool door, if you know where that is. And then you will follow the red arrows out back onto Kimball Bridge. So we will have plenty of staff on hand trying to direct people, and we will get everyone processed as fast as we can. We have different times for hybrid and full-time mode. So let's just go over the hybrid times. Morning carpool begins for everybody at 7:35. Classes start at 8. Early arrivers can come 7:20 to 7:35. And then for hybrid dismissal, the afternoon carpool begins at 2:15. And if a parent needs to pick up a student ahead of time, we ask that the lobby pickup ends at 1:45 so that we don't have chaos in the lobby ahead of carpool and our full-time students are moving to their last classes. So if you do need to pick up a student early, we ask that you be here by 1:45. And then for full-time, again, carpool begins at 7:35, except for late start Wednesdays, which applies to our full-time students, kindergarten through 8th grade. And on Wednesdays, carpool begins at 8:35. Full-time dismissal is at 3 o'clock on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for our elementary school students, and for our full-time middle school students on Fridays, they are also dismissed at 3 o'clock. Friday early dismissal for lower school full-time students is 12:15, and preschool afternoon carpool is at 12 o'clock each day. If you park at the end of the building and you walk to the door, communication is a critical part of our partnership, and we shared this communication tree, which shows you the different people you can go to if you have an immediate question. One of the things that we do want to draw everyone's attention to is that our lower school assistant principal, Lisa Broyles, we have shared in earlier communication that she is fighting a battle with a brain tumor, and we ask that you just please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Morgan Van Gelder is stepping in and helping myself and Jennifer to fulfill Lisa's daily work while she is out. But this hierarchy will tell you where you can go if you do have some questions. Another source for getting questions answered is on our website, valorlions.org. If you go under Connect to the Parent Partner page, Parent Access page, the login is parent, and the password is GoLions2023! And there you will find links to what we hope is helpful information. Of course, we have our weekly email, Valor Voice, that comes out on Friday mornings, and we ask that you do read that. Want to make sure that we have been clear of where you go for information. So the school website, again, is for some of the school level things like handbooks, forms, dress code, and policies that you might have questions about. But FACS is really the individual login, daily use format that we use to provide information on homework, lesson plans, grades, behavior, and lunch ordering. We do use Google Classroom, and we don't want that to be confusing. Students have individual logins, and that provides us easy ways to communicate back and forth with information to our students, but FACS is where you go for the definitive lesson plans and homework. We have an incredible group of class parents that communicate things really clearly on their GroupMe, so if you're not a part of the GroupMes, let us know and we will connect you. Dress code is always a hot topic of the administrative session of Parent Partner Days. We are going to link videos for the specific levels to clarify dress code this year. So in the email that will accompany this link, that dress code information will be there. There are a few things for specifically our upper school families that we wanted to share, and that is that we have added a level of our behavior system. We still have our STEP system, but ahead of that, we have empowered our teachers to have some classroom level consequences. They can give detentions, for example, if there is something in their class and an occurrence that it would help them to remind students that the students learn to lead by choosing to follow. So we have given the teachers that empowerment so that is the first level of our system, which then could lead to our STEP system. And then we want to highlight that cell phones are not allowed to be in use during school. So if a cell phone is seen or heard, that it will be taken. But we have provided in our upper school classrooms a little caddy where if a student does want physical proximity to their phone in case of emergency, that the phones can be tucked into those pockets. And we are going to ask that smartwatches be taken off and put into one of those cubbies as well. So smartwatches have become almost the same as our students having full access to their phones. And we are committed to keeping our students with their eyes up and interacting and communicating with each other. So those pockets are available, and then students can get their device or watch and then put it in the pocket of the next class. We have some great upcoming events. Obviously, we had Parent Partner Day today, and then Sneak Peek is tomorrow, and then we have 3 first days of school depending on what mode of education you're in. One of the big events that we have coming up is our Back to School Bash, so please plan on joining us on August 27th from 5 to 7 on the soccer field for a party to celebrate that we have launched the year. For our hybrid lower school students, we do have a field trip on Tuesday, September 5th. Every time we have a Monday off of school, the next Tuesday we do have a hybrid lower school field trip. So the information to register for that has been in Valor Voice, but we would love for our lower school hybrid families to join us. All students, both hybrid and full-time, that are in 6th through 12th grade, included in your tuition is the chance to join us on our upper school retreat. This year we are traveling August 30th to September 1st to Camp Glisson in Dahlonega. The schedule is listed here on a packing list, but this Thursday you will receive an email for you to officially join us and provide the information that we need. For our hybrid families, kindergarten through 8th grade, we shared that we are going to have 3 Create 8 Fridays, September 15th, October 20th, and November 17th. These days will be focused around the themes of survival, treasure, and robots. And what we're going to try is that no individual class lesson plans will be given for any student in hybrids kindergarten through 8th grade on these days, but instead we will give some family lessons and activities that you can do around these themes so that our hybrid families have the chance to see to enjoy working together as a family. So the activities that we have recommended for these themes all center around the ways that God wires us to be different kinds of learners, and we think that will be fun. After we try them, we are going to ask for feedback on what our hybrid families thought about those Create 8 Fridays. We are incredibly grateful for your partnership. We do not take it for granted at all, and we hope that this information is helpful to you. We can't wait to see what God is going to do this year at Valor.